Hello, Power Peninsula tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 Dawn of Souls Soul Challenge Red Mage Edition with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we took out the Marsh Cave in Astos. We had some pretty good times killing Astos. I enjoyed that. And then we broke free of the interior sea and, went to Melmond and Crescent Lake, as you would expect. Today, we're going to start off by showing off the Power Peninsula, just because it still exists in Dawn of Souls, as it did in the NES version, which was originally probably technically a glitch, but then they added it in again for fun, because it became kind of an iconic little part of Final Fantasy 1 history. So we're going to head there, get a level up or 2 or 3, and then we'll go to the Earth Cave and see how far we can get. So just to show it off, in case you don't know how to get there, start at Provoca and just work your way to the east through the mountains, or you could take the ship to here if you... No. At this... Well, yeah. It depends. Once you've blown open the canal, you can sail here, but early on, you can't sail here, so... Just start at Provoca, it makes more sense. You can't get to these exterior ports early on. And you might be saying, well, this is kind of boring. What are you doing fighting all these low-level enemies and running away from them? Goblins? What are goblins gonna do? Well, be careful. Right around here, you probably want to save your game. And just walk on these tiles here. Just back and forth. Oh, look! 4 giants! That's cool. Let's burn them. So yeah, these guys, more difficult encounter than you'd find... what? Alright, I am not as familiar with red mages as I thought. So, in the NES... Oops, that was a mistake. In the NES version of Final Fantasy 1, the way magic works is Fire 3 is amazing, and it doesn't matter if a red mage casts it or a black mage. It does good damage. We might not actually be able to kill very much here. I mean, Firaga did not even do like maybe a sixth of their total HP. So we'd have to not be killed by them from physical damage. I don't know if I can defense up quick enough that, I'm basically dead in 1 round. So I don't think that's gonna work. I mean, you can see the difference that Protect makes, but it's not enough. It's too little, too late. So we're gonna need a different encounter here. I guess 2 of them we could probably survive. The thing is, there's a better place to fight Hill Gygases anyway, if that's what you want. I didn't come here to show off the Hill Gygas fight. Let's see, how much does Curaga heal? That's pretty good. Nice to have a full heal, basically. So, I mean, Hill Gygases we can basically fight anyway, it's not that big a deal. They're good for experience, but you can fight them around Crescent Lake, and you can find them in the Earth Cave. So, this is not what I'm trying to show off. Thank you for the level up. It's good, it's fine. But yeah, the Fire 3, or Firaga, was very disappointing. I'm not impressed at all. Now, at least these guys should be weak to it. Maybe the Giants were strong to it and I forgot. I don't know. Come on. 100 damage is really not very much, but I guess it's enough to kill some Frost Wolves, so that's something. Unfortunately, they're not the huge XP winners over here. The Minotaur zombies are some of the better ones. You can find groups of 4 of them. And, I mean, they're pretty tough. 1,000 experience a pop. So if you fought 4, you could get 4,000 experience from a single fight. Assuming you could survive. And that's kind of what I was planning on using Firaga for. Unfortunately, Firaga is kind of terrible for a red mage. Come on. So, anyway, I just wanted to show this area off. And I wanted to sort of get a feel for how my red mage would do with sort of some advanced magic. Not great. 100 damage from Fire 3 is pretty pathetic. I guess we'll stay till we get 1 more level up, and then I'll say that's good enough for now. But yeah, I have a feeling what's happened to me basically is the magic damage formula is tweaked in Dawn of Souls, and it just doesn't work. It's not very good at low intelligence, so kind of sad. So, I don't know. I don't think we're going to survive 3 of these. Unless we can go first and then evade. And we're not going first. We're going last. And, well, I suppose, strictly speaking, we can always heal up and try again if we don't die. It's going to use a lot of MP to get through this. We're still not dodging very well. Maybe that's enough. Nope. Definitely not very good at evading. And that was, what, 3 invises? Wow, terrible. I guess the cool thing is, because we have magic, we have a couple options. And I can try to get my evasion higher or my defense higher and eventually win, but this is not a very efficient use of time for XP. Like, sure, I'm able to win eventually, but this takes a lot of fiddling around and casting spells. So, thank you for the level ups, Power Peninsula, but I'm done with you. Red Mage. I mean, what kind of intelligence? We're looking at 19 intelligence. That's just... He's just not smart enough for his elemental magic to be all that impressive. Well, that's probably the name of the game. That's the classic Red Mage. Really good early on, and then once you start doing high-level magic or really high-power weapons and armor and stuff, he's just not that great. He's sure good at killing Sahagins with lightning, though, right? Alright, so do I have enough potions and stuff? Well, I should buy a few extra. The Earth Cave is fairly poisonous, right? Let's buy 20 of those. We'll buy some normal potions. I know I've got some high potions, but it's nice to have cheap healing as an option. I don't think I've bought any houses yet, which would be nice. A relatively cheap way to recover MP. Well, actually... Okay, let me just do a little bit of experiment here. I forget. I call them houses. They're actually cottages. They were houses originally, so, you know, buy a house. Let's try... Oh, we're out of MP, of course. I was gonna say the Gygus worms are weak to fire at least, so it should be okay. 100 damage, right? I came here to check the shop, or the item shop. Oh, it doesn't actually... Okay, I'm pretty sure in the NES version they sold the 3,000 gold house that fully recharged your MP, not partially. Partial was nothing. There's nothing that exists that did partial. It was all or nothing. Well, I'll buy a few tents, because it might be worth it for restoring MP in the field. It might be cheaper than ethers, is all I'm thinking. I never really had to worry about it, so... Not a big deal. But, you know, money's good, right? I hear they say money talks, even. Boom! Thundera doing work. Alright, so... First steps first. Recover MP. Second step second. Get to the Earth Cave without dying. So I'm going to try to preserve MP, although, like I said, now that I've got some ethers and some cabins, I guess, or whatever you want to call them, tents, we've got a way to restore it in the field a bit, rather than just go back to town. So, the goal here, I guess, simple enough, is to get to the vampire, kill him, and get out. The first 2 floors, as always, shouldn't be that much trouble. We'll see. I'm not as familiar with Red Mage. In fact, it's perfectly possible that I've never really used a Red Wizard in my time with Dawn of Souls. I generally don't like Red Mages very much compared to the other classes. Like Fighters, Black Mage, Red Mage, Monks are kind of my standard. And then because the Thieves got such a huge improvement in this game, I was pretty happy to bring them along to see how they were fixed. But the Red Mages, they actually might have gotten worse in Dawn of Souls, so I'm not sure yet, but basically, because of how the stats work for magic damage, their Fire 2 and 3 is actually weaker than it was in the original NES versions. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay, so I'm still going to put a save down here just so I don't have to redo the first 2 floors when we inevitably get quashed by birds and undead. But I will try, just like I did with the Fighter and the Thief, to make it through without saving every few steps. Because maybe we can do it, I don't know. I think with the thief I ended up giving up and just saving over and over again because it was impossible. Although today, the red mage is making it look easy. Alright, well, let's try the vampire then. So the biggest problem is he's going to cast hold on us or gaze or whatever to stun us. And then he's going to deal pretty big hits physically and then we'll be dead. I was hoping that Firaga would do massive damage and kill him, but I actually don't think it will. So, how do I survive this? I mean, I can Firaga if I take some damage. Let's try. Let's try Firaga. I don't have much hope. At least we didn't get held. 184. You know what? That's acceptable. Let's just burn him down. It should only take 2. Yeah, okay. Not bad at all. That was actually... I mean, that was first try. Okay. So I didn't even save it before him. Wow. Maybe we could just make it all the way through the Earth Cave without ever having to reload it. I have no faith, but we'll try. Ogre Chief, might as well kill him. Easy money. The birds are back. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there, you red mage. You spoony fool. Come on. Alright, that's the second deadly encounter. We're actually, I would say... Considering how this went for the fighter and the thief, we've been incredibly fortunate in random encounters here. Now, this is the first one that's more dangerous. It should take 2 turns. Wow, we actually almost do enough damage to kill them with 1 Thundera. Come on. Oh, you're lucky. We could have died there. So yeah, the wizard fights, or whatever those guys are called nowadays, they're definitely one of the more dangerous red mage encounters. I bet you the black mage would do enough damage to just wipe them out with 1 spell cast. That would make it a bit easier. If we got some level ups, we could probably do that too. Ah, and this is where my luck ends. We finally hit the wights and ghasts, who somehow aren't able to stun me. And we... What? How come that never happened 1 single time to the thief or the fighter? Oh, are you friggin' kidding me? We're gonna get through with the red mage, the vampire hike, whatever you want to call it. First try with no deaths. Unless the gargoyles kill me. I almost wish they would kill me. After how much trouble that floor gave me with everyone else who has more reason to absorb damage or evade damage and run away faster, how the heck did a lower level red mage pull it off? I don't know. Alright, you know what, tarantulas? I'm done with you. Get out of my face, tarantulas. Boom. Gotta level up for booming the tarantulas. Why not? Now, I shouldn't sabotage myself and let a random group of bulls kill me. That'd be bull. Baloney. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it's pretty corny, I know. Alright, well, that went way too smoothly. Totally unfair, and if you're playing along with a solo red mage, I don't think that would ever happen. 9 times out of 10, that would never work so smoothly. I mean, we're going to have to go back through that floor. I will expect then that the next time we go back, because the first time was so easy, the next time we'll die up like 20 times in a row. It's the only way for the universe to balance itself. Alright, well I guess we'll check the chests for the free items and money, even though they're not going to do much good. Great Axe. It's a little bit of... It's honestly not really worth it. Nothing in there is worth enough money to be all that valuable. But it's just kind of right in the way, so... Come on, Wargwolves, your time has passed. Nobody cares about you anymore. Alright, the ghouls, we're gonna get stun-locked. Nope. So now we go before the enemies get a turn to act, rather than as thieves, where that never happened and we just get stun-locked. Funny. Alright, we killed the vampire, we got the rod. Yeah. Pretty good battle music. Final Fantasy 2, of course. Ah, sure. Waste some MP on them, why not? You know what, wolves? You're not even worth my MP. Okay, one-step wolves. That's my favorite. I tried to run, but then I took one step and they found me again. And then this time, they won't let me go. Alright, you want to die? You can die. And I got to level up out of icing some wolves. That's fine. Ambushes galore. Alright, see, the game is making up for my good luck in the Earth Cave by giving me random ambushes that I can't escape from. And then now we die. No? How did we not die? Those encounters are supposed to stun lock you so that you lose every single time. That's what I learned from the fighter and the thief. No matter what level you were, if you didn't have the ribbon, that was a death sentence ambush. And here the red mage is just ignoring it, shrugging it off like it's nothing. I want to see how much the tent recovers. So 9. 109. That's not bad. I think tents cost less than an ether and restore twice as much MP. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, well, seeing as we're flying through the Earth Cave so far for today's episode, let's see if we can get all the way to the bottom and fight the Lich today. Why not, right? I've got lots of potions. We may as well use them. I mean, I've got lots of ethers as well, to be fair, but... yes. I'm trying to rationalize to myself that I should save my money and not waste consumables. But I don't know, maybe it'd be smarter to just kill everything with nukes, or quasi-nukes, let's call them. And then just buy more ethers, because they're not even that expensive. I'd get more XP and GP from winning the fights anyway, and it would probably balance it out. Probably. Alright, safety save, although probably won't need it now that we've got stupid huge luck. Stupid red mage. Yeah, now you should die here, because this is what kills everyone every time. How are we not getting stunned? Now, I know, being able to kill the entire enemy party in one turn, that's an advantage the fighter and the thief didn't have. But I fought so many of those groups where we got stunned on the first turn, first action, and we were stun locked forever. We never escaped. And then now playing as the red mage, that doesn't happen. Don't worry. We can just shrug off some on-hits paralysis. Maybe there's a secret. The red mage is strong against paralysis. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, are we going to make it through the death floor that... we're not even at a higher level or anything. We're just like, our red cloak distracts all the paralyzing undead and keeps them away. Yeah, we're just getting all the easy fights now. Seriously? You're gonna give me any cockatrices? A troll. Yeah, that's the game trolling me. Look at this, all the way to the bottom, no deaths, again. The red mage is immune to the Earth Cave. That is friggin' insane. I would have begged. I was begging on camera practically for just half of that luck. Just half of that amount of luck would have been so much more. Ay, ay, ay. So, I'm gonna lose 5 damage to get bonus damage, I think. And we're going to try a Lich fight here today, guys. We're going to do it live with me, BlueAnkylo. Maybe I should put some boss music on. Let's get just the original combat music. That'll do. Not really boss, just traditional, the only battle music you got. Alright, what's up first? I wasn't clever enough to bring Null Frost and Null Blaze. So I only got the one. I wonder if you could silence him. That'd be hilarious. Let's put this up at least, because I'm pretty sure he's got ice too, and that'll help a lot. Look at that! Haha! So half damage from that. Good. Unfortunately, his fire 2 we're not prepped for. Now he does do physical attacks, and he has paralyze on hit, which is probably the most likely thing to kill us. So if we can evade, 'd, high enough that we don't get paralyzed. Sleep is bad, but you generally wake up fairly quick. Okay. One more invis, and then I'm gonna try healing. Okay, that's bad too. Heal up. There we go. Thunder. Oh yeah, so you'd want all the null elements. You'd want null shock, null blaze, and null frost. That would have been the optimal choice. Hold is a spell, so... Okay, we got screwed. Well, that's fair. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to prevent that one. Unless you can silence him. I don't even know if this is possible. I mean, I would assume the Fiend of Earth is immune to silence. But I'm going to try for a little while just to test it out. Actually, there's an easier way to test this, isn't there? I'm pretty sure if I go to my bestiary, it will tell me. It's a nice idea. But like, remember the Astos? He doesn't resist anything specifically. The Lich, though, went too far. The Lich, though, he resists. Now, I don't know what silence is considered. Mind? Oh, it says literally silence. He just resists silence. So yeah, nothing on the resistance will work ever, so... I don't think we can hit him with any status ailments that will do anything. That's pretty standard, right? So that was a pipe dream that silence might work. I should have replaced it with shock. Null shock. I still could, technically. So that's not going to do it. I still think Null Frost was a good idea, especially because his first spell is Blizzara. Then we just got to get evasive enough, and I just didn't get enough time to get my invis up to like 5 charges last time. So far, it's not doing anything. That's good. We've not dodged a single attack. Alright, Blizzara at least takes half damage. Gives me a little bit of time to try to get invisible. Come on. Now, don't get Sleep Rust stunned. We got to be getting close to enough invises here. His haste maybe makes it a little bit harder to invis out, but... Alright, hopefully that's enough. I'm going to go one more. And I got to heal up now, and hopefully he doesn't get another spell immediately. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good. The only thing that would have been smarter is if we had null all the elements. So now we haste up. Hopefully we don't get paralyzed. We temper up a few times. He shouldn't cast Hold again for a while, but we'll get like Fyra and Thundera, but it's... As long as he keeps wasting turns trying to attack us, that's really good. So I think I'm going to do one more temper, and then maybe heal, and then attack. Oh, slow, that's annoying. Oh, it missed! Wow, quite lucky on the status elements. We dodged the sleep, the hold, and the slow. That was quite fortuitous. Alright, 1,000 damage. We almost one-shot him. Wow. That would have one-shot him, no problem. Cool. So... To be fair, you may have been smarter to just go haste, temper, attack. But I still think getting that invisibility for the evasion was worth it. And maybe getting null elements would have been worth it as well, just because he stuck with a lot of attacks after we were like evaded got our evasion up high. He could have spammed a lot more magic and it would have made it a lot harder. And if he kept rotating through the 3 elements that did 100 to 150 damage, it would have been hard to do much. But, all things considered, that was a pretty easy fight. Easier than Fighter or Thief. And that Rune Blade, I think, probably made it a fair bit easier. I think. So I guess we've still got time to spare. Look at that. Crazy. Let's switch out a spell, actually. I'm going to definitely get rid of Silence, because I don't think it's going to work on anything that I want it to work on. And... is there anything that we need? Because we're going to be rushing to the ribbon pretty quick, as is the way. But is there anything that I would want Null Shock on other than the Lich? Carrie would have Fire 2, or Merilith, but we can probably have the... We could fight... You know, maybe we'll do it differently this time. Maybe we'll try to do the Volcano before we go to the Ice Cave for a change. Or Castle Ordeals before we go to the Ice Cave. We could do it out of order just to be a little different. That said, the sooner we get promoted, the sooner we can learn Thundaga and Exit. And that would be pretty nice. And if we promote, we can also equip better weapons. So it's still pretty valuable to go for the floater into Castle of Ordeals, and also the ribbon, of course, makes everything easier. Well, let's, I'm not going to bother with Slow Route. There's just no way. The enemies you want to use status infliction spells on, they never work. So the enemies that it would work on, you might as well just use Thundera, right? But let's go switch out a quick spell here. Because silence is worthless, so. Oh look, a level up. Why, thank you, sir. Good on the attack, good on the magic. We got all sides covered. Alright, so magic, silence. It definitely had a good use, but only for one enemy in the entire game. And Null Shock might get a time to shine. I don't know. Even invisibility, its time is almost running out, because once we have the defense sword, Blink is clearly twice as powerful as Invis, so why would we ever cast that? Then, I don't know what I'll do with my extra slot. Probably nothing. Do I have any weapons to sell? Sure. Hold on to that. Tentatively, I guess. Yeah, I guess if I go to carry first, the Runeblade, I think, works on her. So, theoretically, we could just rush the Volcano down early. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that. The Paralisks will slaughter me. But it's such a short dungeon if you go at it the no treasure route. Yeah, it might be worth it. So if I wanted to get Null Blaze, I'd have to give up one of these. I guess Cura has very little value now. If I want cheap MP for menu healing, we use Cure. And if we want full large healing in combat, we use Curaga. The middle one, I don't know if I'd ever use. You could just use a high potion instead. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's weird to erase a healing spell. In Final Fantasy 1, you would never have done that because it's spell charges per slot, so you'll run out of Curagas eventually. You might as well have some Curas eventually to fill in after. But nowadays, with MP, that doesn't actually make sense. So you could have done this before fighting the Lich, and I do think it would have helped. Having access to the 3 element protections would definitely have been a good thing. Alright, and that's probably all the spell shopping. So I guess we'll go pick up the canoe, and we'll probably call that an episode there. I guess I'll just have to decide where we're taking our canoe. 3 options. Ice Cave is definitely the most dangerous, and I've been pushing my luck in the, basically, the Earth Cave went so easily. I feel like I've been pushing my luck too far, and maybe I should do a different kind of dungeon rather than the next status lock paralyzed dungeon. Also, technically, once I have the canoe, I could get an item that casts lightning too, and then you could keep Cura if that's what you wanted. Actually, that would be valuable for saving MP. We might die here. Have I saved? I haven't saved, have I? Come on. Well, there's my comeuppance. Well, that's fine. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll redo what I just lost, because I didn't expect to die on the way to Crescent Lake, off camera, and then I'll meet you guys next time in Crescent Lake, ready to pick up the canoe and to figure out where we shall go from there. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And I gotta say, the Red Mage, pretty easy start so far. Maybe we've been lucky, maybe he's just overpowered, I don't know. Other than being disappointed with his damage output a little bit for spells, he's been pretty solid. So anyway, thanks for watching again, and you know the drill. See you next time.